Hi everyone, welcome back to Lilac Oaks Farm. I am Renee, and this week on our kitchen episode we are preparing for springtime or Easter. So I figured we'd be doing some citrus. What type of flavors do you think about in the spring? Do you think of more citrus? Or are you more into the chocolate or the tropical flavor like of coconut? Well, in our kitchen episode this week, we will be making lemon squares. This recipe actually is from the 1960s and it is it tastes really good. I cannot even. I was so impatient in letting it cool that it didn't cool right. So you'll have to try it for yourself. So without further ado, let's grab our aprons and let's dive into our lemon squares recipe. So now that we've got our apron on and we are ready to make our crust for our lemon squares, you are going to need some flour, some brown sugar, and some melted butter. And we're gonna mix this up. Get this nice and mixed. Using a fork because it's easier to get that brown sugar broken up. Alright. So now we're going to put it in an 8x8 baking pan. I am using glass. So I am actually going to spray a little bit of on the bottom because in my general luck, everything sticks to the pan. Just plop it in. And that's where the other spatula comes in handy because I can scrape the bowl. And we're just going to press the dough right into the bottom. So it's not going to be thick. It's going to be thin. So we'll just press it right in. I'm trying to even it, make sure it's even as possible. Which I do not have a level here. Alright. And now we're going to put this in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 minutes. And now for step 2. So we're going to need another small bowl. We're going to need some sugar, baking powder, a little bit of salt with just a dash. I'm going to mix this up a little bit just to kind of incorporate that in with the sugar. I'm going to add 2 eggs. I'm going to do a little bit at a time just to make it easier on myself. Move the other egg. Look how yellow that is. Not even no food dye. I don't think you can get that yellow with the grocery store eggs. No way. Now, so we need 2.5 tablespoons of lemon juice, which as you know I freshly squeezed it. Believe me, my hand hurts. But let's see what we can get. We got 1, 2. Perfect. Actually, look how pretty that's actually a really pretty color. You know why it reminds me of my old kitchen. I painted a kitchen. It's called pineapple yellow. They don't make it anymore, but it was really, really nice yellow. It's really pretty, and this reminds me of it. We're gonna grab our crust, which it just came out of the oven, so it's still quite warm, and we're gonna add, obviously, pour our filling on top of the crust. Alright, and here is our lovely lemon squares, almost there. And now we're going to put them back in the oven to cook them for another 20 minutes. Also, still at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And here we go. We have our very own homemade lemon squares. It's still a little warm, but I'm gonna make sure that I have the recipe all down below for you if you're interested in making this wonderful, wonderful dessert. I think I might have overcooked it, but hey, you know, I was kind of busy like we all are. So let's see what we have. That's why I said about that's why I said about greasing the side, because this doesn't work for Renee. Alright. It's a little, could go a little, probably firm up a little bit more, but I was impatient. But anyway, here you go. Here is your lemon squares, or as other people might call it, lemon bars. This recipe is actually from the 1960s, so I hope you give it a try. And if you do, let me know in the comments down below. And as always, I will see you in the next one.